Give me a reference between acoustic manipulation in space and the logos, the word. Everything was created through the word, Jesus. What metaphorical similarity do they have?
The question draws a fascinating parallel between cutting-edge scientific concepts and profound theological and philosophical ideas. Let's break down the metaphorical similarities between acoustic manipulation in space and the logos, the word through which everything was created, particularly in the context of Jesus. Acoustic manipulation in space, a scientific reality. Acoustic manipulation in space, often referred to as acoustic levitation or acoustic manipulation in microgravity, involves using sound waves to exert forces on objects. In a zero-gravity environment, like space, where gravitational forces are negligible, sound waves can be used to precisely position, move, and even shape objects without physical contact. This technology has various applications, from materials, science, to biological experiments. Key aspects of acoustic manipulation. Non-contact force. Sound waves apply force without direct physical touch. Precise control. By manipulating the frequency, amplitude, and phase of sound waves, scientists can achieve highly precise control over objects. Structuring and organizing. Sound fields can be designed to create specific pressure nodes and antinodes, allowing for the assembly or structuring of matter. Invisible influence. The force of sound is often unseen, yet its effects are tangible. The logos, a metaphysical principle of creation. The concept of the logos, word or reason, has deep roots in Greek philosophy and gained immense significance in Christian theology, particularly in the Gospel of John, which states, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made." John chapter 1, verses 1-3. Key aspects of the logos in a creation context. Divine reason/order, the logos, represents the inherent rational principle, divine intelligence, or cosmic order that underlies and gives form to the universe. Agent of creation. It's seen as the active principle or instrument through which God created and sustains all things. It's not just a word spoken, but the very essence of God's creative power. Source of form and meaning. The logos brings structure, meaning, and intelligibility to what would otherwise be chaos. Incarnate in Jesus. In Christianity, Jesus is identified as the incarnate logos, the divine word made flesh, through whom God's creative and redemptive purposes are revealed. Metaphorical similarities. Here's where the compelling metaphorical similarities emerge. 1. Creation by non-physical influence. Acoustic manipulation. Objects are manipulated and structured by an invisible, non-physical force, sound waves, acting on them. Logos. The universe is brought into existence and ordered not by physical labor, but by a divine non-physical word or reason. Just as sound waves shape matter, the logos shapes reality. 2. Order from potentiality. Acoustic manipulation. Sound fields can transform a scattered collection of particles into an organized structure. They impose order on a potentially chaotic system. Logos. Before creation, there was often conceived to be formless void or chaos. The logos brings forth cosmos, order from this potentiality, giving form, meaning, and laws to the universe. 3. Precise and intentional control. Acoustic manipulation. Scientists precisely control the properties of sound waves to achieve desired outcomes in manipulating objects. It's not random, but highly intentional. Logos. The concept of the logos implies an intelligent, intentional, and purposeful act of creation. It's not a chaotic burst, but a deliberate ordering of reality according to divine reason. 4. The blueprint, or underlying principle. Acoustic manipulation. The specific frequencies and patterns of sound waves act as a kind of blueprint or instruction set for how the matter will arrange itself. Logos. The logos is often understood as the divine blueprint or underlying principle of the cosmos. It's the inherent rationality and structure that makes the universe coherent and intelligible. In this sense, the word is not just an utterance, but the very pattern or design of existence. 5. Subtle yet powerful influence. Acoustic manipulation. Sound waves, though often imperceptible to the eye, exert significant and precise forces, demonstrating a subtle yet powerful influence. Logos. The logos, as a divine principle, operates as an all-pervading and foundational influence that upholds and sustains everything, even if its workings are not always immediately evident to human perception. In essence, both concepts speak to the idea of a fundamental, non-physical force or principle that brings forth, orders, and sustains reality with precision and intent. Acoustic manipulation provides a tangible, albeit scaled down example of how an invisible word, in the form of sound waves, can shape and organize the physical world, offering a powerful metaphor for understanding the ancient concept of the Logos as the creative and ordering principle of the entire cosmos.